That's better. Thank you for those of you who didn't have a reaction right after that. You were focused, ready for my next question. London.
How many questions are there?
There's exactly 20. Exactly 20. So it's not a super long test. You'll have the whole class period. I don't think we'll be worried about getting finished or like rushing to the finish line. Kaylin A.
Are there any questions that we haven't learned about?
Absolutely not. Every single question will be something that we've learned. Peyton.
Are the questions will be based on effort or accuracy?
I will grade your work, so let's say you do really good work, but you accidentally forget to carry a 1, I'll still give you partial points. So it's a little bit of both. You get a point for your answer, and I give you points for your work, okay? Zion.
Do we have to do everything the same way for the class?
Oh, you noticed my chart. We'll talk about that in a second. Kennedy. There will not be long division, Kennedy, but there will be division like we did yesterday where you divide by 10 and you shift it, or you divide by 100 and you shift it twice. There will be dividing by powers of 10. No long division on this test. Jayla and then Ethan, then I'll talk about what we're doing today. That'll be a demerit, friend, because I did say we need to be focused now. There'll not be typing questions. It'll just be multiple choice. There might be one short answer, but it's not like a big constructed response test. Most of the questions are going to feel like homework, or they're going to feel like do-nows. One last question, Ethan.
Are we able to do new submissions if we don't have to do it?
Yep, you'll get the test back. It'll happen on Friday. You'll get the test back on Monday. When you get your test back, you'll be able to see what you got right or wrong, and you can fix anything overnight and turn it in for partial points back. Yep. So you don't have to take the whole test again. Just any problems you get wrong, you can try again and show me how you get them right. Okay, we'll talk about that on Monday. You good? Okay, so today we are going to play a little bit of a Kahoot. My people who are being polled for testing, I know you're probably like, dang it, I'm gonna miss the Kahoot. What I will try to do is poll you. I have one class that's smaller. I have one class that has 20 kiddos. I'll try to poll you if you're finished with your test in the afternoon, and you can join that class for the day. Okay? I need to square it away with your teachers and make sure they're cool with it. But if you miss the Kahoot, I'm going to try to do you a solid and pull you and do the Kahoot at a different time. Okay? Miss Harris, do you mind escorting my few friends over to Miss Molskis and giving them a study guide for today? So that is Kaya, Aubrey, Olivia, Andrew, Nathaniel, Daquan, and Nate. You're good. I'll get you. Anybody else? You're good. Leave it. Everybody else. These colorful sheets, Tyler, and write your name at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Your name should be at the top. Today, during our Kahoot, Peyton, I know Kahoots can be kind of silly, and they're fun. That's kind of why I like them. Just looking at my room, you can probably tell I kind of like things to be silly and fun. But at the same time, this Kahoot's really important because we have our test tomorrow. And I made the Kahoot, and I know everything that's on the test, and I made your study guide you're going to get. So every question you see is going to be just like your test. So this is a great opportunity to ask questions and to take it really serious, even though we're playing a game. My expectations are you show work on the paper for every problem. You react respectfully. So if you get a question wrong or you click the wrong circle instead of triangle, it happens to me all the time, you react respectfully and not make a big deal about it. The points don't matter. What matters is the review and what's happening in your brain. We're going to use indoor voices because next door they're not doing a Kahoot. So I want to make sure that when we get excited about things, it's okay to be excited, but we're not going to be loud about it. And then we'll bring it back to 0 after each question. So after you see the score, people are always like, okay, yeah. But we bring it back to 0 because I might, Tyler, need to go over a certain question or a certain topic to make sure you guys understand it for tomorrow. And then the last thing is show work on the paper for each problem. Why do you think I put that twice, Sasha? I can't hear you. It is important to help you get the right answer. Why is it important though, besides getting the right answer? Michael? You're going to probably do almost the exact same type of problem on the test. Okay? Kennedy, you want to add on or did you have a question? Question, go ahead.
Also, sometimes you need to show your work because sometimes people look at your paper or somebody else's paper and then you won't know, and then if you don't put the work, they might not know if you're actually doing it right or not.
Yeah, I can't tell if you're doing it right if I don't see your paper. Great. Antonio. The test is just our Chapter 1 math test. It's not PARC, it's not ANET, it's just our Chapter 1 class math test. You forgot you were out. Lydia.
Also, sometimes when you're like doing math projecting, like sometimes you just do it because it's easier, but a lot of the times you make silly mistakes.
Yeah, you can make silly mistakes when doing it ahead, so I do want to see it on your paper. So, what I need you to do right now is log into your Chromebook. I'm going to put the Kahoot login on the screen. You go to kahoot.it. It'll show up on the screen. Leland's not on this one. Sorry. What was your question? Yes, Hurry, Paige. Pause. Voice is out for 1 second. One thing that I need to make happen is I need to be able to see your name. So like, I know it can be a silly thing that you can do like, Mr. Rottman, money sign, that's fine. But if you're like going off of a name, like my parents called me Frito when I was a kid. If I put in Frito, y'all wouldn't really know who it was. So I need to be able to tell who it is. So initials are fine. Nicknames that are close to your name are fine. But nothing too out there. If I can't tell who it is, I have 3 demerits going out. I was speaking. If I can't tell who it is, then I'm just going to change your name. It's up on the board. Ethan, use your test. Use your test.
You can tell which one to be, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think with the A. Hold on.
Is that
Yeah. It is.
Oh, that's that fly right there?
Waiting on 13 more people get logged in. 12 more people. Yes, please. You can use the touch screen. You're gonna miss the first question. Go. All right, we are going to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're all mad. You come on, Milan. You could have been Milan. You could have been curly head Milan or something. Except.
key to remember is you're showing your work. The other. Scoot over. The other thing to remember is we bring it back after every question. First question. You have room on your paper. Stay focused on your answer. About a minute left. So one of the people who got it wrong, I know their computer just clicked. They told me ahead of time, like, oh, I didn't even press anything and it clicked. So one of them was an accident. We almost got 100% on that. That's really good. All right. One thing I want to shout you out for is, first of all, thanks for bringing it back. But second of all, you guys did a great job. You celebrated, but it wasn't loud. It was like, yeah, oh, yeah. I like the enthusiasm, but it wasn't distracting to them. So perfect. Let's try another question. Question? Just Lydia. She used her initials. All right, here we go. Antonio is taking the lead. Peyton's 1 point behind. What decimal number is equivalent to the model shown here? You have less time for this one. Seconds. Okay. All right, let's take a look. A few people said 25 tenths. Somebody tell me why this is 25 hundredths. Then I have a follow-up question. Kennedy, why is this 25 hundredths?
Because there's a 5 in the hundredths place and a 2 in the tenths place. So if you were to look at it from the hundredths place, it would look like 25 hundredths.
Okay, my guess is you did a place value chart on your paper? No? Okay. Interesting that you were talking about your place values. What would 25 tenths look like? Some people chose 25 tenths. Michael?
Yeah.
2 holes
2 holes
and 5 tenths. This isn't 1 hole at all. It's 25 hundred squares. All right, next question.